So we previously discussed on how our brain processes information, but we also found out that our working memory has some limitations. And we're just going to quickly discuss these limitations here. The first one is blockage. Our working memory can only process 7 elements at the same time. For example, a phone number. Most people chuck their phone number up into smaller pieces to remember it more easily. The next thing is repulsion, which is very similar for students at a new study. All information is new to them, and the teacher is telling it at such a high pace that it's hard to keep up with. And especially here in the Netherlands, for example, we also deal with a language difference. So our main language is Dutch, but our classes are mostly in English. And when there's little to no knowledge about a topic, which is especially taking place with new courses, it is harder for our working memory to connect this information to long-term memory. So our brain will have more problems with recognizing the information and adding it to something that we already know, as we just discussed in one of those previous visuals. To tackle this, preparation is extremely important. And what you want to prepare is, for example, the symbols, the terms, the abbreviations, so that you can understand what the teacher is telling you in class. I personally experienced troubles with this when I had classes about derivatives in an economics class. This was during my master's, and for the first lecture, I did not fully prepare. I'm going to be honest about that. And I ended up with not understanding the whole class, because we were talking about derivatives and I had never heard about them. So make sure to do your preparation. The next thing is extinction, which happens when a lot of new information is being sent to the brain. Information that enters your brain continuously cannot be processed by the working memory. The new information is connected to the long-term memory, if possible, but the connection is very weak. If you continue to create these connections, some of them will be destroyed and you will not remember the new information. I always give the example of meeting new people. First question, do you really pay attention when you're meeting 30 new people in your class? Because we know what we don't put attention on will not be sent to the working memory. On the other hand, when you are shaking hands with new people, probably you forgot the first name already by the time that you are at the 5th person, and you already forgot the first till the 20th name, and when you are shaking the hand of the 30th person in the room. So see what's happening over here? No attention, and new information extinguishing the old information. Then the last bit is suffocation, which usually happens when we're studying for a long time, which makes you get stuck. Your brain is constantly working, but it also needs time to process the new information. You can study for 20 to 30 minutes, and then with a 5 to 10 minutes break, which is perfect. Therefore, you can prevent suffocation. And we will later discuss what that exactly looks like, what the Pomodoro technique entails. So that was it for how does the brain work, how do we process information, and what are some limitations of the working memory.